We got Grabber Blue. Shout out to Race Car 21.
Nah, we got Boost Blue.
Right. We got Rapid.
Nah, this is lighter than the Boost Blue.
Yeah, it's like Miami.
Yeah, it's almost like that Porsche Miami color.
It has silver flake in it.
Yeah, this is just a gorgeous car.
If you put your flash up to it, it looks pretty wild.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I can see it. I can see it from here.
Yeah. And this is the same color that we spec our Revolto in.
Are you serious?
The Revolto matches this, and the Storado matches those two.
What's going on, YouTube? Q back here again with another video for you. In today's video, I'm in the lovely state of Florida. So we got race car friends behind me and Casey. And today, we're about to take some of these cars out. Which car are we about to take out? Let's go look and see what we got behind us. We got the Miata that I rented. That's my weekend car. We got Race Car Friends GTI. We got 992 GT3. We have the Nissan GTR. We have SVJ Aventador. We have the Urus Lamborghini. And then we have the Huracan STO. So out of all these cars, which ones do you think we should take out? Well, executive decision, boom, STO, that's what we're doing. I'm about to experience what this STO is like, because have I been in the Huracan before? I don't recall. But this is one of the good ones, so can't turn that down. So that's what we're about to get into in today's video. And before you leave, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel. Let's jump into it. So we got my man's Casey right here.
Yes, sir. What up, you guys? What up? What up?
Man, so he actually is about to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Or he has a YouTube channel. He's about to change the name. So what's the name of the new channel?
Yeah, so it's Zecca Whips. Z as in zebra, ECCA Whips. And just posting like vlog style content. I'll do like POV videos of driving stuff like this here and there. But kind of vlog style content. It's going to be like Daily Driven Exotics. You guys seen DDE stuff. It's going to be stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna be taking you out in the STO today. And maybe we take you in the SVJ another time. Huh?
Man, so there's a caveat with the SVJ. They're 18 miles away from 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be the guy to add unnecessary miles to it. Just, that would be selfish of me. Should we do it? I don't want to, but Casey said we can do it. I'm like, oh, no,
Next video.
Next video, we might just do it, man. Man, we might have to do it if he offers it, and we might have to take it. Because when's the next time I'm going to get a chance to get in the SVJ? This might be like the first one I've seen. I don't recall seeing them unless I'm at a car show. And it's rare because I don't really go to car shows.
Yeah, same.
I don't think I've ever seen one of these. Man.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of STOs on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's cool. It's, blue Cepheus. Did the seat belts to match. And the interior, the stripes on the seat matches the blue on the center locks. It's a cool spec. We didn't do all the stickers, but we did most of the stickers that come with it. And this is also an option that's white. It's a little piece of wrap. I mean, it has PPF over it. But it's nice accent. Because if you look at photos without them, it kind of loses the front lip.
Gotcha.
When you put that white line there, it kind of gives that it's there and it's popping out, you know?
Is it reflective at all or just white?
I think it's just white.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does add to it.
That'd be cool to be reflective, though.
That would be.
When we took delivery, we told Ken at Lambo Palm Beach, well, he told us, he was like, hey, for a lot of the clients, we're pulling the plugs on the valves on the exhaust. So when you start it, it doesn't start in like a quiet mode every single time. So we pulled the plug so the valves are always open on this thing.
All right.
So the cold starts are ridiculous.
So that's what I like to hear, man, because I hate when the car is muffled. Like, hey, man, open them up. The neighbors like it. Crazy aero. So look at the splitter down here, carbon fiber, more aero right here, got the vinyl decals. Ooh, even this like little guard there, carbon fiber, center locking wheels, carbon fiber. Then we got the roof scoop up here, carbon fiber, the built-in louver, More intakes. Man, more graphics on there. Carbon fiber wing. Huge wing. This is a crazy spec. Carbon fiber diffuser. This is wonderful, man. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Well, go ahead and give Casey a follow. Check him out on Instagram, and I'll link his YouTube in the description. Let's get into it. Let me do. Oh my God, this is. Gotta do one of these. How do I even get?
I don't do that now.
Uh-oh, about to mess my ponytail up. It's all good. Oh, we got the. Oh yeah, it was made for me. Oh wait, that's not the.
Yeah, so that's actually the door handle to open it.
Okay.
They just do that to save whatever.
Weight savings.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so I'm pulling the wrong thing. We got a handle right here, strap right there to open.
And the option that everyone talks about on the internet.
Will Q pants come back?
It just got stuck.
Uh-oh, what is this?
$59 cup holder and it doesn't work.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh. Man, how much is that option?
$1,500.
Damn.
And it's the only one in the car.
Only cup holder?
Only one. And it doesn't even fit like if you want to put like a bigger water bottle, it doesn't fit it.
Oh man.
Gatorade doesn't fit it. It has to be like specifically like an Aquafina.
Man. Dang.
Hey,
Shout out to Aquafina.
What up? Casey,
Hey.
nice to meet you guys. But yeah, another cool feature they did on the STO, which was new. I'll wipe it off just so you guys can see it a little better. Is you see the Lambo logo? It's kind of embroidered into the screen. It might be hard to pick up on camera.
Like the honeycomb things down there?
No, if you look at it, there's a Lamborghini logo right here.
Oh.
There's the bull, and it's like embroidered in the screen. Here, if I go like this angle, it might. Yeah, you can see it in there.
Ever so slightly. Man. Good touches. I like that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Casey. And then we got our gear selectors.
Yes, sir.
Start buttons.
Pretty cool. Also, too, this is a factory option. You don't even have to spec it. It comes with a camera there and a camera right here for the track.
Oh.
And you can just plug in a USB and upload it to that directly from the car.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice. Can't see behind us because we got.
No, can't see nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've always liked about McLarens compared to Lambos and Ferraris is McLarens are so open. Like you get a 720 and it's like you can see everything. And the visibility is good. It's comfortable. Doors go up and it just checks all the boxes. Something like this, yeah, it's a little more sporty. Yeah, you're in an STO, but you look behind you and it's louvers.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind. You know, it comes with the car, of course, and I'd rather it be like that than just be glass.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, all day long. So. Oh yeah, we're headed out.
Kids screaming.
For the kids.
Gotta strap the camera to my hand because I already know it's about to be some G-forces like none other.
Yeah, and once it gets warmed up on decel, it'll start backfiring like crazy.
About to be lovely. Beautiful suede dash. Everything in here is nice, man. This is what you get
Oh,
with
that's
that thing. Paddle shifters.
It's nice. It's comfortable. It's not. People think the STOs are really rough. I mean, yeah, it's not like the GTR, but it's really not that bad. Like even going over that little bump or like this little brick area right here, it's not. For as race car the car is, it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
It's really doable. And a lot of people, I feel like, drive these things and do reviews on YouTube, and they're like, it's a little too rough. But come on, it's not too rough, man.
Yeah, this is pretty
It really
good.
isn't. It's not bad at all. It really isn't.
Yeah, 'cause I've been in worse, like regular cars that are worse. Like
Yeah, with like just like static suspension on something,
Yeah.
and it's way stiffer.
the Civic Type R is worse than this.
Yep.
And that's a normal car. So what does this have? Like 625 horsepower?
Yeah, I think it's like 6 1/4, maybe 650.
Okay,
Yeah, I think it's more like 650
got you.
because I think like LP 610s, old Huracans were 610, and then Performante I think is like a 640, 650, and I think this is like the Performante engine.
Okay.
So yeah, mid upper sixes. Little spin right there. And the pops stuck.
There we go, warming up. Mind if I roll this window up a little bit? Is this all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive?
Rear wheel drive. And another thing that's cool is it has rear wheel steer.
Oh.
It has rear wheel steer, so it's such a short wheelbase car to begin with, but then you add rear wheel steer to it. So like if I'm turning left, the rear tires are going to slightly turn the opposite way.
Okay.
So it basically shortens the wheelbase even more. Like I can make a U-turn in this thing and go in the same lane I was in.
What?
I might, I might go a little bit into that lane, but no more than my front right tire is going to get in that next lane.
That's wild,
It's
man.
wild. They turn on a dime. They got it down to a science for sure. Some high schoolers here. They're all going.
Man. Made those kids' day, man.
Yeah, I gotta love it.
Yeah. So we were just talking about these can be investments too. Like
Yeah.
people think people that buy supercars are wasting money. You can make money. A lot of people that buy supercars do make money, and it's an investment better than the stock market. You can't get those kind of returns.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier. I mean, my dad had cars before. He had my brother and I, and then he kind of just had pickup trucks for a while, working, grinding. And then once he saw that I was into cars, we got the Shelby, the 350R, and then ever since 2018, we had a 2018 350R, and then in 2020 we got our first supercar, the 600 LT, and then after the 600 LT, we sold that, and he made 25-30 grand on it. So right when my dad saw that, he was like, wow, there's actually money to be made in this.
Yeah.
And he thought at the time the same thing as most people. Oh, you look at the guy in the blue Lambo. He just spent $400K, just blew $400K on a Lamborghini because he wanted a Lambo. It's usually almost always not the case, which a lot of people think otherwise.
Yep, you got to buy them right, and especially a limited version like this STO, the SVJ. Those are just going to retain value, if not go up.
Yeah, and a big thing, just kind of a pro tip, a big thing that I've learned that my dad's taught me for shopping with these cars is a big thing with these is you got to build relationships with the dealerships, and that's not only building a relationship. A lot of people are like, well, I'm not going to buy 10 cars. Well, you don't need to do that. The main thing is, like for McLaren Palm Beach, we're good friends with Josh down there. We've known him for a couple of years, but when we first started to know him, Renee was the previous manager who left, and then he came in. And every other week we'd go down there and just talk cars and hang out and be like, oh, what do you got new coming in? Anything interesting? And sure, he knew that we could be a potential buyer for any of the cars there, but it was building a relationship with him. And then a year and a half goes down the line, and he tells us something that he doesn't tell the normal guy, like, oh, a new P1's coming out. I saw renderings, I'm going to their testing thing in 6 months. Or you'll get invited to special things like track events, and a lot of it is relationships with these dealerships and whatnot. Of course, Joe Blow can go write a $400,000 check and buy a car, but is he going to be able to get the next one when it comes out? Order it brand new? Probably not.
Yep.
If he buys that car with that check, and then he goes there every other week, maybe he could just act like he's shopping around and just kind of talk with the guys there, joke around. That's how you get on the list for the new stuff. You got to do stuff like that. It's a lot of people like. I'll tell people, like I said, you got to build a relationship. Like, I can't buy. What do you mean build a relationship? I'm going to buy 2-3 cars just to get the new one. Well, the only places I really do that are Ferrari, which hence you don't see a Ferrari in the garage.
I was going to ask you about that. Like, how do you build?
So we like Ferraris. We had an SF90 ordered when they were newer. It was like maybe like a 5th wave, so it was newer but not brand new, and tire pressure. But we passed on it, and because why did we pass on it? I think he wanted us to buy was it the Persanga? It was that I can't think of the name. I just don't know Ferraris like that. But it's like the hatchback Ferrari, and it's a newer. It's not the maybe it is the Roma.
Okay.
But yeah, they wanted us to buy one of those in order to secure it, and they didn't tell us that until like a week later. And so like we spec'd the car with the guy and whatnot. Then he's like, hey, by the way, look at the car is ETA is this, but we need you to buy this. And we're like, we just spec'd the car. What are you talking about? So Ferrari, I mean, good cars. I'm a big fan of the Pistas. That's probably my dad and my favorite Ferrari is probably the Pista. Great bang for buck, holds value amazing. I mean, Pista Spiders are 500K MSRPs. They're going for 8.
What? The Pista? That's the 48, right?
The Spiders, yeah, the Spiders are like 8. The Coupes are maybe 100 over MSRP for a good spec. But yeah, it's we've never been big Ferrari guys. Maybe when Pops is a little older, he'll get into it. I always joke around with him like that. Or Ken at Lambo Palm Beach, he'll be like, Chris, you're not buying a Ferrari anytime soon, are you? You're not at that age yet. So, you know, we're having fun with stuff like this. Stuff like this is a lot more exciting, I think.
Oh yeah.
Compared to the Ferrari, like Ferrari, for example, they come out with the SF90, and a year later they come out with the F8 for half the price, and all the SF90 guys are like, it's like a baby. It's basically the same car with like 400 less horsepower. Mm-hmm. It's like it's kind of they're always coming out with a lot of new stuff, so its value isn't as there when it comes to reselling with Ferraris because they just come out with so much stuff.
Yeah, and that confused me. I saw the Roma, the F8,
yeah, then the Sengas, I think the SUV. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's crazy.
And whatever the California's replacement is.
First gear. I had my focus face on there.
Man.
Sliding a little bit, a little like sand on the road.
Man.
And that was right there, that little blip was third gear and like 70%, 80% throttle. The torque, I mean, it's so instant.
Man.
And of course, it'd be the handling.
Man, this handling is incredible. Man. My arm is so tired holding this camera right now. The G-force has just got me. I'm about to be like Popeye when I get out the car. Let me switch arms, man, for real. Man.
But yeah, I love this thing. It's, you know, it's a clean spec. Like I said, they're just when it comes to Ferrari, stuff like this is just so much more exciting.
Yeah.
Than something like an, I mean, F8s are good, but this is so much more exciting.
Yeah, you really don't see Ferraris in different colors either.
No,
it's like,
true. Like nobody really specs them like anything unique. I mean, yeah, you get your tailor-made stuff, which is cool. They do cool interiors with the tailor-made, but like, it's like, you know, you gotta spend up 150 grand on top of your spec of your car to just get like some cool leather one-off seat.
Yeah.
It's like kind of ridiculous, you know.
That's
I mean, you got the money, but it's like, I don't know. And then you buy the car, and 6 months later they came out with the same thing with 400 less horsepower, and you know.
I'll be so pissed, man.
Yeah, it's like, it's just kind of, I don't know. I feel like they don't really go focus on their clientele. Like I feel like Lambo really takes care of their people.
Oh yeah, man.
And it's funny, a lot of guys associate Lambo guy's the douche guy, and the Ferrari guy's the class guy, which, yeah, it can be the case, but when it comes to like buying the cars and whatnot, it's the other way around.
Oh,
Ferraris
yeah.
are the douche guys.
And I can't believe they wanted you to buy a car that's going to lose value.
Yeah,
one of their Ferraris.
I mean, it's pretty wild. And Porsche, sadly, I hate to say it, but Porsche is becoming the same way.
Oh man.
Like, when you want the new RS, they want you to buy Taycans, and they want you to buy multiple Taycans.
Oh, man.
It's either you buy like one top model Turbo S for $220 Taycan, or you buy 3 base models. They asked us this, so we have an RS on order, right? Mm-hmm. And in order to bump us up the line, we're getting, you know, it's coming, it's spec'd. But in order to bump us up the line, they were like, hey, can you buy a Taycan? And they'll bump us up the allocation list, so they'll just you know, move a couple people. And the reason why, which is kind of interesting, they're having a big problem with EVs in Europe right now. And they have a surplus of Porsche Taycans, like a surplus. Bremen, Okeechobee has 35 of them in the back and in the parking garage. It's wild. So, and the reason why is because in Europe, they don't really have the infrastructure to put charging stations everywhere.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it is kind of open area. So they can't just put a charging station, like, you know, if you go across Florida State and go across Alligator Alley, imagine in the middle of Europe, I mean, there's one charging station there in 150 miles. If you go to Europe and you're in like going Poland to wherever, I mean, they just don't have the infrastructure for it. And also, there were probably a handful, 5 or less, above 2 less than 5 ships that crashed that were filled with EV cars and hybrid cars, like, you know, stuff like the Revuelto and SF90. And multiple of those went down in the Atlantic coming over, and there was a big problem with the lithium batteries being in the ocean. And so I think like I don't know if UN got involved or I think the US got involved somehow because the US didn't like the pollution or whatever. And also, like I said, EU has the infrastructure problem, so they sent a ton of Taycans over here, and that's why then we get the call a month later, like, hey, can you buy, you can buy one of the Turbo S, the 222,000. It was blue rims.
And that's the Taycan
Turbo S. That's like the fast.
Yeah,
That's like
okay.
that's like the Plaid equivalent.
Got you.
And then, or they say, or you could buy 3 of the base models for 85,000.
Who needs that many Taycans? Like, what would you do with
So
those?
he said, he was like, and we were thinking about maybe doing the Turbo S, the big one, instead of buying the 3. And he said he'd take $15K off MSRP and we could sell it the next day. And we wouldn't sell it back to them or we'd lose $50,000. But we would just private sell it and, maybe take a $10K loss, but we get our RS. We're getting our RS at MSRP because we ordered it. So, and they're 200 over. So it's like 10. You could take a 10K hit to try to get your RS earlier and drive a Taycan for a couple days. But my dad, we don't really have the garage space. He doesn't really care for it. He's like, just wait. I'm not in any rush to get the new RS.
Yep. You got the GT3 right there, so
exactly.
I appreciate it, man.
Of course, bro.
Like the nicest. I just met you and you're so nice. It feels like I already know you because I saw you in a few of his videos. When
I've seen your channel, so I kind of know you too.
Networking, man. You mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
Networking is everything.
It is, man. It's huge. It's huge. I mean, even at just little social events like this, you don't have to go out to some Getty where a bunch of people in suits are. Like, you don't need to do any of that. Just network, get out there. If someone wants to come up, if you're at like a racetrack and someone comes up and talks to you, don't just blow them off.
Yep.
You never know who they are. They could be wearing nothing, like a fishing T-shirt, and you don't know what they got. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you gotta be aware of it.
Can you rev real quick?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it kind of hurts a little bit.
Yeah, it did. Did you see me?
Yeah. When I started, I saw him do a little with the camera.
Yo, so hold on. Yo, did he come back with your drawers dry or wet?
No, they wet. So they got the towel that's in the GT3.
Oh, man.
Got a little swaz down here, swamp ass.
Yeah.
Man. You can hear some nice sounds in here too, like all the induction noises.
Yeah. You can hear it justified. Right
Yep. So we back from our drive. Incredible vehicle. This is one of the first and only cars that I'm like considering, talking to race car friends, like, would you get one of these even if it's not manual? Yes. This car is, even though it has incredibly high limits, it's still fun on the street driving slow. And that's crazy to me. That's mind-boggling. Like the handling aspects of it, the looks. Like everybody was going nuts, getting like, my Camaro was this color, but this, you can't even say that in the same sentence. But man, this supercar status is something completely different, man. So shout out to Casey for the experience on that. Listen to what he was saying, man. He dropped some gems in that. So network, know people, just talk, man. Talk to people. You'll never know what might come up out of that situation, man. So just try it. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that on this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell about the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.